What's poppin', everybody? My name is Non-Alien. Thank you so much for tuning back into this channel. And today I want to do a little bit of a product review of the AT4040. It's a microphone that I've been recording with for most of my music career. I've had it ever since I was working with JTK, way in the beginning of my whole music career. And yeah, I've just always had it with me for my recording purposes. And I know I've always mistaken it for the AT2020, but I actually checked recently and saw that it was the AT4040. And that confused me a little bit, because way back when JTK had ordered the microphone and got it, it was an AT2020 to him. That's what we always were recording with. But yeah, I've been using an AT4040 for most of my music career. It's a little bit of a better microphone than the AT2020, just in terms of it's a bigger size. And but apart from it being a bigger size of what the AT2020 is, it's a pretty good microphone in standard wise. Like whenever I've recorded with people, whenever I've worked with YBA from the Jane, whether I worked with JTK or Kid Quasi, this is kind of like the microphone quality that I've had for quite a long time. I plan on upgrading my microphone in the future to show you guys a comparison of what a very high industry standard microphone sounds like in comparison to the A2020. But before we do that, I want to show you a comparison of the very low microphone costs and things like that, and try to go over some of the comparisons that you might need to make when you're trying to afford a microphone for your music or podcast or whatever that may be. So I'm going to swap the microphone out for this Audio Technica AT4100 USB. You're gonna hear what that sounds like in. Yep. So this is the AT4100 for the USB. So the microphone that I'm holding right now is a dynamic microphone. Now these are the type of microphones that you see when you're performing live at a show, or it's a very traditional looking microphone, as you can see. When I hold it, when I speak into it, you can kind of get a feel for what kind of performance this would give off. Now, how does this differentiate from the AT4040? Apart from audio quality and this microphone having a little muffler that comes on the top of your microphone, this microphone records whatever audio it needs through the top half of the microphone, whereas this only records from one direction, and this is usually to isolate the background noise that may be surrounding the environment that you are recording in. Now this is the type of microphone that you would use to record your songs usually, because this has the ability to isolate your sound much better than this does at even just picking up on any kind of audio signal. When it comes down to picking up any audio signal, this will do a very dirty raw job of that. That's why this is used for the performances. Now, one way that you can use this microphone to your benefit is that when you are recording raw ideas, this is the best microphone to just have with you and be moving around your room, freestyling, just throwing ideas down, you know what I mean, if you're that type of artist. But if not, the condenser microphone is what you want to get. However, you have to consider that the condenser microphones have to come with an XLR cable that connects into your audio interface that you connect into your computer. And so this gets kind of confusing, you know what I mean, when you just want to record a simple idea. That's why the microphone that I'm holding to record right here has a USB option. Now, I don't really recommend the USB option. If you're for long-term recording, it is much better to have an audio interface, but an audio interface will run up quite a small fee, you know what I mean? So especially if you just want to do something simple, it's still quite costly. So that's why I have this microphone. I'm testing it. It's a dynamic microphone. It's very cheap. It's not going to produce the best audio quality, especially when I'm trying to actually speak to you people. properly and clearly. So I'm gonna switch this microphone out for another one that I have, where it's the same kind of microphone as the condenser one with the AT4040, but the other one is a little bit cheaper than this one by a very large margin. I should say. So I'm gonna switch that out right about now. Okay, so this microphone is extremely harsh. It is extremely harsh, especially in the mid-high frequency range, especially with the muffler on it. It's not the best microphone. I remember this whole set. Not only was this microphone $50, but so was the arm for it, and the pretty much everything that came that you could literally ask for when you get a microphone for this kind of standard stuff. Like, yo, this was like a microphone within like the $50 to $150 range, and I'm not even joking. Like, it's a very cheap microphone, and you can hear that it's giving off quality, more quality than maybe the AT4100, but this is still pretty harsh. It's not really the best pick when it comes down to audio recording, but it is important just to know how to mix how your vocals sound with whatever microphone quality that you're using, because there's some music that actually like a retro downgraded type of sound instead of that really polished clean sound, and that's understandable. So if you want to make something that's a little more retro, kind of lo-fi type music, and you would go in and you would actually try to mix the vocals and mix the beat and everything to sound like really wishy-washy and stuff. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3 testing. This is the Zing U BM800. Testing 1 2 3 4 5 1 2. Okay. Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3. This is the AT4100 USB microphone. This is the AT4040, the $500 version of what everyone knows as the AT2020. Testing 1 2 3 4. 4 3 2 1 testing. This is the AT4040. Now the AT4040 is actually one of the better microphones that people recommend when it comes to their audio recordings, especially for rap and hip hop type of vocals, because there's a switch that is on the AT2020 that allows me to go from recording at 0 dB room level to now -10 for lighter, smoother vocals that when you're trying to record someone who's a little bit louder, you usually have to turn them down a little bit. So that's what that little switch does here. As you can see, I'm talking, then now it gets way louder when I turn that up. So keep it a little louder just so, because most of this video is just audio. And then there's a low cut, which basically makes it so that the low intensities of what a microphone may pick up in a room are a little bit more filtered out, and therefore you can hear a little bit more of the high end. This is better for low end vocalists and acoustics. So now you're gonna hear a finished product that I recorded with the AT4040, which you can actually go out and listen to on all of these streaming platforms. Link in my bio if you want to go and see that. It's YBA from the Jane, and the song is called They Ask Who It Was.
Here we go. Alright, YBA dead at first. If they ask who it was, YBA dead at first. Got the whole city bumping my tracks in the club. Nightlife in the 6 all lots. Bro, hold up, dirty up my cup. I don't get paid stars, PayPal, Cash App, ET. Let me know how you send in my funds by the end of the night. Alright, let's go, YBA in the cut. Feel the beat in your heart. Look me up any platform, you'll find me slowly making my way to the top of the charts. I'll be up in the top of the chart.